PvP magazine. Now this is the second time I am doing this video because the excellent servers just decided to crash in the middle of the match. Yay! While I was winning as well. Darn. But yeah, I'd like to give a big shout out to Jamal King for letting me know that this game is available. I've been a huge Dead or Alive fan since it came out in 1996, and yes, it's very interesting to have this series back. Now, I'm not going to lie, so far the connection quality in this game hasn't been that, good, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of not that impressed by what I've played so far, but I have only been playing it for about 20 minutes, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm not so sure if it's gonna grow on me. But I'm not gonna lie, this doesn't feel as good as Soul Calibur did. Now, this is the first time I've ever really played Soul Calibur with Dead or Alive with a TV stick, so this is completely new for me. And I'm not gonna lie, certain games, certain 3D games feel really good using a TV stick. Like Tekken, the transition from using a tactic stick is pretty much easy. Apart from doing certain moves with the zoom and stuff, it's really easy. And the same thing with Soul Calibur. But I'm not gonna lie, with this game, it seems like a little bit difficult to use a TV stick. Maybe it's because of the way the hits feel. Because the hits in this game don't feel as solid as a game like that move was completely flashy for no reason. Oh wow. I used to be able to make him go on the stance after that combo. Get ready. Fight. Nice. Good match.
Do you feel it? I have purged your evil.
Oh, come on, Ryu, man. You have to try to sound us cool, dude. But that connection was slightly better. I'm not gonna lie, so far, the connections in this game have been suspect. But I'm not gonna lie, the game is, as I said before, it's very strange to play on a T-stick. The hits in Tekken and Soul Calibur, they just feel more solid, more weighty. Just bah, bah, when you hit your opponent, there's more of that hit stun. Not necessarily hit stun, but there's more of an impact. And this game, it's like the moves look flashy and the moves look like they hurt and stuff. Don't get me wrong, the moves look like they'd be painful, but it's not that weight to each hit that makes you feel like, ooh, That's what it was like initially in Virtua Fighter and stuff like that. But they started to change that as the series went along. So, yeah. Oh my gosh, no! Why did the connection just dip? Why does it always start with having a high bar and stuff like that? It just tricked me into the match. Look, if the game is coming out this year, don't be hitting us with this is a version that's currently on the this is pretty much going to be the final game. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, okay. Get ready. Fight! Hold that. Oh my gosh. That was so fast. That was unbelievable. Oh my gosh, what is this? Look at this. Oh my god. What? This is ridiculous. That connection is garbage. A real garbage. I don't know how they work out these things, man. I reckon every company that makes fighting games should just look at Killer Instinct and be just copy that. Let me just wait for a second to make sure that look at that. See, look. Now we have to wait for a second to see what's going on. So far overall, they're not really giving us much to go off. And now in this day and age where there's so much competition, so many fighting games, we've got Mortal Kombat 11 right around the corner, and that is where the hype for fighting games is at the moment. So
we fight.
This game needs to really do a little bit more to impress people, to tell the truth. Oh, whatever. Because we have to have these new scrubby ultra moves now. Kids love the ultra moves, don't they?
Get ready. Fight!
Oh, you can go his last now? I guess that's cool. Oh, come on. Good finish, dude. Good finish. I wish they had replays because that's exactly what I was going for. You cannot fucking mistake.
Get ready.
Oh my gosh. Oh, straight into that. Are you gonna do it? You used to be able to get into combos without a lot easier after a while.
Do you feel it?
Good match, Tony.
I have purged your evil.
That's what I'm saying. They needed to put training mode in this. More content in this game would have been great because for you to really feel, if you're gonna put a beta out for gamers to get a feel of the game, you're gonna need to. If it's a fighting game, the story and the arcade mode, you don't need that. You've already locked off most of the characters and stuff like that. Just put a training mode in there so we can actually get a feel of the game, because we can't really get a feel of the game in ranked matches. It's not like it's like online casual. Oh, come on! What is that? What is that? It's not like it's actually casual matches or sparring or something. These are ranked matches. Now, obviously, it's not going to go toward your rank in a proper game, but for now, like, the people who are going to be playing this are definitely going to care about winning or losing. You know, you definitely can't get a feel for a game while somebody else is legitimately trying to win. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't work like that. Like, these games, these developers are so stingy at times. Like that, it just works against them. This connection is horrible. Lovely. Oh wow. Okay, so when in doubt, scrub it out, I guess. Oh, okay. Oh no. Lovely. Oh, there you go. I really need to not forget about the fact that those academies are in the game now. What's the point of wasting all that meter if it's not going to just do any damage? What the hell is this? Oh, this game doesn't make any sense. I was holding the block button to be alive there. Scrub mode. Ooh. Oh, lovely. Still don't know what's going on. What? See, that's what I'm saying. I thought I did that. Oh, that was ridiculous. What the hell was that? What was going on there? What was going on there? What was going on there? It was just, the camera was just spinning around all that. That is such a terrible end to what was such a good match, man. The camera was literally just spinning around there. I'm not gonna lie. From what I've been playing now so far, this doesn't seem like enough of an evolution from 5 to 6. Maybe it's because I'm just playing ranked, and ranked is pretty much always going to be the same kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just basically fighting people and stuff. And maybe because I haven't had enough time to get enough, you know, familiar with the character, with the new version of the character, I can't feel what's new about the character and stuff, you know? But so far, this pretty much seems like more of the same. Now, at least with Soul Calibur 6, they had a lot of stuff that's new in the game, that's controversial. but that new stuff that's in there it makes the game feel different. And of course, they upped the graphics. They did a lot more as regards story and single player content. That is, you know what, they really tried with Soul Calibur. Definitely respect that game. But I'm a little bit disappointed by this so far, to be honest. A little bit disappointed because I don't know what's going. I can't feel what's new. The demo, the content in the demo is very stingy. I do not respect that, especially nowadays with this with the way games are now. There's so much fighting game content out there. Mortal Kombat's going to be out soon. Street Fighter's in season 4. Dragon Ball's got a new announcement coming. Tekken's in season 2. Soul Calibur 6 hasn't finished with their content. So it's like you can't come out with this game with such stingy content, especially seeing as that the game doesn't feel like much new is being added as far as gameplay wise. The only thing I've really added is this one button combo thing, and I'm not sure about that, to be told you. It's pretty much business as usual. Oof. Oh no. Oof. Overkill?
Do you feel it? I have purged your evil.
But that's cool. That you could tell that person plays Dead or Alive traditionally. They weren't using too much of the new flashy, gimmicky stuff. But yeah, good match. Good match. Yeah, still, I mean, it pretty much feels like the same thing. I mean, even though I was a fan of Dead or Alive back in the day, like 5 was cool, but 5 is where I started to pretty much like fall off the series, because it's like, okay, I've played this before and not much has changed. Actually, I should have some content for 5 actually, because I remember buying a lot of stuff for that game. I know I did on the Xbox One, but I think I bought a lot of stuff for it on here as well. Maybe I might get back into 5 actually, because 5 was actually quite okay. Now this game is definitely a game that's relying on internet connection. So in this game, if the connection isn't good, I'm not sure if the overall game is gonna feel right online. And that is one of the things that's definitely working against this demo right now. But as far as the Dead or Alive series goes, I've been a fan since it dropped in 1996, as I said. I was very, very excited by the fact that it had Ryu Hayabusa in it from Ninja Gaiden. It had the 3D Fei Long Jan Li, and it had my first video game waifu, Kasumi. And then when it transferred over to Sega Saturn, I was so impressed by the way that they was able to translate the arcade onto the hardware, because as we know, it was developed using that Sega Model 2 hardware, so it had those crisp, high-resolution graphics and quick, speedy 60 frames per second gameplay. Fire, complete fire. So when Dead or Alive 2 came out on the Dreamcast and the PlayStation 2, it added a tag team dynamic, and that was phenomenal as well. Really liked that game. And Part 3 was definitely a reason I picked up Xbox. I'll never forget watching like previews of the Xbox coming out and seeing Jamie knock someone off the top of a building and they smashing through the neon and hit the ground below. I was like, wow, how's this even possible? I gotta get this. pretty much the same thing with Dead or Alive 4 when that came out, when they had the fight scene in the street. Now, Dead or Alive 5 is definitely where they lost it. Oh my gosh, I know why the Dead or Alive games aren't good anymore. I know why this game is bad. I'm not buying this. I know why this is just literally the same old ish. Why they haven't been able to mature since 4. Literally. It's because Itagaki's not there. Itagaki was literally the guy behind these games. You know, and without him, these games are just kind of soulless. Good stuff, man. That's why instead of them doing something completely new, they're pretty much copying what Bandai Namco and everyone else is doing and simplifying the game by adding one-button combos and whatnot. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this game has always pretty much had the one-button combos with the way you can pretty much like punch and you get like, you know, real life damage and stuff happening with certain characters. But that being said, very nice combo. That being said, this has definitely been a game that's been all about skill. And to see this game pretty much do what every other game is doing, we are difficult at this back there. And to see this good comeback. And especially to see this game just pretty much do what every other game is doing. And just to say, yeah, we're gonna have the easy mode as well. It's very disappointing. How did that, yeah. That was nice though. So yeah, it's very cool to see this game come back, but I think that's the reason why this game has lost its soul and not being able to evolve beyond a certain point. And the same thing was kind of happened with Tekken actually, but it seems that Harada has kind of had a better idea of seeing what the fans like about the game, and his style of presentation, like the Tekken games always have amazing presentation, and that's one of the things that definitely carries the series through, even though it's pretty much chugging along, still trying to find a new way to exist and do its thing. Like that's one thing I love about Street Fighter. They've always managed to take their series along and make it feel fresh and new, and still manage to keep what we like about it. Street Fighter 1 was pretty much the introduction to the whole thing, like having special moves and stuff that work by commands. Hell no, that connection is terrible. Street Fighter 2 was more or less the introduction to combos and stuff like that. Street Fighter 3 had the whole parrying dynamic. Street Fighter Alpha had chain combos. Street Fighter Alpha 2 had the reism and custom combo. Street Fighter Alpha 3 had complete customized ability of gameplay. And you know, Street Fighter 4 had the focus system. Street Fighter 5 has the V system. So there's all these things that make each Street Fighter game feel different. You know, even the EX games felt different with the guard break and the overall chaining supers together. Like, so fighting games have to have a way to keep that core there, so the long-term players, you know, will do their thing and can come back and still feel comfortable. Now, Itagaki being made to leave or leaving, or however you want to put it, has definitely hurt this franchise, because they pretty much seem to be remaking Dead or Alive 4, but just with different graphics, better graphics and stuff like that. So far, this S button which they've added and stuff doesn't feel like anything new. I wouldn't be surprised if they removed it from the next game, to be honest.
Please, let me go.
Now, I'd only take a look at this game if it was cheap. I don't expect this game to sell at all, unless it's on the Switch. Oh, very nice. Ooh. Oh my gosh, He might be Johnson alone. Lovely. Let's go, let's go. Now he's got an option with that stance where he dives at you, so that's what I'm trying to do. Just not let him do it. I'll go take damage. Yes. No. Don't go there.
Do you feel it? I have purged your evil.
Good match, dude. That was awesome. That was awesome. That was definitely awesome. Oh wow. Okay, we got those rank points building. We got those rank points building. People act like I can't play Dead or Alive. I can play Dead or Alive. Definitely, it's definitely difficult, more difficult playing it on an arcade stick. Oh, I'm not sure about that quality of the connection. No, I can't do that quality. Can't do that quality. Can't do that quality. Can't do that quality. Can't do that quality for you and me. Yeah, man. Streaming like a mother. Streaming like a mother. Oh no, please don't change connection quality. Yes, okay. Okay, so L1 is punch and kick. R2 is... Okay.
Show me you're ready, Kasumi.
Please, let me go.
No real street, please, no. Oh my gosh.
No way.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She's gonna win this round. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong.
Get ready. Fight!
Oh my gosh. Come back.
Get ready. Fight!
Jeez. Sit down. Whoop. I did it. Ooh-wee. That's that gangster out here.
Fight!
Yeah, you keep lashing. You keep lashing. Oh, okay, you keep lashing. Woo. Woo, you keep lashing. Oh my gosh, come on. Yeah. Very nice. Ooh. You're running a little bit too hard there, dude. You're running there a little bit too hard. Pause. Pause. Oh, we got the street popping. We got a little bit of a street popping. Yeah, but this game's okay, I guess. It doesn't feel like much new. I really don't want to be a down on this because there's some people out there that really might be excited about this. But yeah, it doesn't feel like much of a difference and much of an upgrade from what we had before, to tell the truth. The game is very, very similar to what we had before. Doesn't look like that much of an improvement from a gameplay standard, from a gameplay standpoint, which is good if you are a big fan of Dead or Alive. So if you're a major fan of Dead or Alive and where it's come from and you've been following all the games, I don't know, see, because I've been following all the games and this feels just like, it's like, I don't hate it, I definitely don't hate it, it's just like, okay, cool, it's a new Dead or Alive game and stuff, I'll check it out when I get to it. It doesn't feel like, wow, like Tekken 7 feels like, like Tekken and 7 and Soul Calibur and stuff, like, you need to try them out, you know what I'm saying? If you're a fan of the series, they've got enough new stuff, like the character creation, upgrades, and the story for the own character creation, and the other stuff with the actual story in the game. That's got and online and ranked and all that stuff. It's got so much new content and single player content, all that great stuff. That is just a great value for money and stuff like that. And you know, and the presentation is always there. Tekken's pretty much the same thing, but the creator character and stuff. You know, I'm saying all that stuff because Tekken doesn't have that. But this game seems like very much a retread of the last game that was out, and I'm not sure how many people want that, to be honest. It's not like I wanted them to completely change this game. I definitely didn't want that, but I definitely wanted more of an upgrade to the graphics, a little bit more impact when you hit your opponent, and definitely wanted more than just one button combos to be the main thing that was added to this game, because that one button system, that S button system seems to be the main thing that was added to this game, and this connection is terrible. Wow, and the animation is really janky. Like, so many times you can't tell if it's not slowing down or not. Like there, I didn't know that she was still standing up. If I knew that, I would have carried on doing my combo in the game, in the danger zone. Oh wow. Ooh. Oh wow, okay. I'm trying to counter with this life. It's just really good. Oh wow. Oh boy. You can hear how long I'm pressing the buttons before anything comes up. Oh wow. Nice. Let's go, let's go. Real ninja stuff.
Do you feel it? I have purged your evil.
Oof. let's see if we can get out of this F rank, and then we'll call it a rank. I don't know. Maybe casual fans, fight fans will get this, but like if casual fight fans who are into, maybe there'll be some casual fight fans that'll pick this up just because of the ease of the gameplay and stuff like that. I mean, they have got some cool, no way that connection is terrible. They have got some very cool characters in this game, and some very cool characters. Ryu Hayabusa is always going to be cool, Kasumi's always going to be cool. So I don't know. Maybe if they really advertise this game and really get it in the face of gamers and stuff like that, maybe it'll pick up and stuff like that. I'm not saying that this game is bad and it doesn't have anything that people like, because it's still Dead or Alive. It's still got the cool gameplay, and that's kind of what it feels like. It feels like Tecmo pretty much got, they've just got the gameplay mechanics for this lying around, and they just uploads the graphics, and I don't know. This feels a little bit uninspired. Fun but uninspired. Marginally fun but uninspired. Because it doesn't feel like, oh yeah, this is great. Nice. Yeah, and I'm not sure about this loading in between laps that the game does. That's a little bit unprofessional. Oof, nice. Ooh, unlucky, dude. Unlucky. Oof. Gun. Ooh, he got me. He got me. Splendid. Oh, what? What? Yo, alright, was that a rage quit, or was that this game's horrible servers? Like, what happened? Okay, well yeah people, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not sure if we can top that. Wow, my win streak was popping, but come on. But anyway, I'm not sure what to say about this game. As I said, it's pretty much more of the same. It's not that offensive as far as Dead or Alive gameplay goes. It's not really going to put off people that have been playing it for a long time. But then again, it's not really much anything new either. And the servers seem like trash right about now. So yeah, might want to wait until there's a couple of patches to sort that out, because it seems like the servers at launch are definitely going to be bad. Definitely. I can't believe that. I know this is supposed to be a beta, but come on, this is on the disgusting side. If I want bad online gameplay, I'll play Street Fighter 5, which I might actually do because I'm off right now. So yes, hope you guys have a brilliant day, and yes, I'll be streaming Street Fighter 5. Alright, peace.